Well, 12-team playoffs is official. Somebody mad picked up their ball and went home. Somebody bought them some more time. And we might be being a little too nice to the group of five, man. But we're gonna get into all of it, man. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop It Dimes with Mr. Duga. And tonight I'm going to talk about today's 12-team football playoff reveal. I'm gonna just talk about each matchup and what I think about the bracket as a whole. Before I get into this video, special thanks to all my channel donors. Greatly appreciate the donations. If you want to become a channel donor, Cash App information is down in the description box. Also, if you want to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, that information is down in the description box. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, like the video, and share it with your folks. First, I'm going to talk about, y'all know where I got to go first, man. To all you Alabama fans, I want to let y'all know something sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I don't like y'all. I can't stand y'all. And boy, y'all done bought y'all some more, boy. Y'all done bought y'all some more, man. Round of applause. Y'all got in, damn it. Damn it, y'all got in there, man. You're lucky they went with the resume. They didn't use that OIR test. And they decided to go with the resume. Like I said last night, if they go with the resume, I feel like you got to put Bama in. But if they'd have hit you with that IR test, Bama would have been sitting their asses home. But they went with the resume, and I don't have a problem with it. They are in the SEC. They did play for SEC championship. They did beat Georgia earlier this year. They beat a hot Vanderbilt team. They deserve to get in, man. Miami, I felt like deserved to get in because they beat Notre Dame head to head. I mean, you don't get a no more equalizer than playing somebody and beating them. And Notre Dame didn't get in, man. And they picked their ball up and went home, man. They said, don't even put us in no damn bowl game. We don't want to be a part of that. And like to be honest with you, I can't make an argument for them being in, based off of the way the rules is set up right now, which I'll get into in a little bit what I think about that. But the way that is mapped out right now, Alabama and Miami. Now, if you was going eye test, I'd have put Notre Dame in over Miami. But if we go on resume, then you got to put Alabama in over Notre Dame. Notre Dame ain't beat no damn body. Like they two big games. They lost to Miami and they lost to Texas A&M. I get it. They won 10 straight, and they look. And maybe if they played those teams today, maybe they win. But you join a conference. Join a conference, man. If you would have been in the ACC, you probably would have won the ACC, and it wouldn't even be. It would be without a shadow of doubt. Like we can't credit you for playing Stanford because that's who you play every year, though they suck. And USC, who was in the middle of the pack, you know what I'm saying? And then you played Pitt and Arkansas and Boise State without Ashton Genty. I mean, they ain't play nobody, man. And this is the thing with Notre Dame every year, man. They hand picking certain teams they're gonna play, and like that's just not gonna fly, man. I know at times they try. Like I said, Miami and Texas A&M are two playoff teams that were on their schedule, but you lost both of them. So, they ain't deserve to get in, man. No problem at the top. Indiana obviously deserved to be number one. I was a little surprised. I thought maybe they would go Georgia 2, Ohio State 3, but they kept Ohio State 2. No issue with that. Georgia 3, Texas Tech 4. Those four teams got the bye. Oregon is in at 5. Ole Miss 6, A&M 7. Oklahoma 8, no issues there. Like I said, not Alabama 9, Miami 10. Tulane 11 and James Madison 12. Now, this is the one thing I will say in defense to Notre Dame. They ain't beat nobody, but so didn't Tulane and James Madison, man. Look, if you had a 16-team playoff, I wouldn't mind this at all because now you're talking about maybe first round of Indiana versus James Madison, Kirk Signetti, Indiana coach going up against his former employer. Uh, Ohio State Tulane obviously would be a bloodbath. A Georgia BYU, interesting contrasting styles. Texas Tech and Vanderbilt, two of the hottest teams in the country. Oregon, Texas, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, and then the two matchups you currently got with Alabama, Oklahoma, and Texas A&M, Miami. But it's only a 12-team playoff, man. And you know, technically, I would rather see Notre Dame versus Ole Miss and Texas versus Oregon than Tulane versus Ole Miss and James Madison versus Oregon. But this is the thing, man. Group of five, this is shot. If Tulane and James Madison both go out there and take belt their ass, stop letting the group of five in. Now, until you go to 16. Now, if you go to a 16 team playoff, maybe you could let one get in there at 16 or whatnot and play the number one team. Kind of like their little bio reward for being the number one team in the country. But in a 12-team playoff, man, I mean, I don't think unless you're a James Madison or a Tulane fan. Shout out to Tulane, the Green Wave. Want to hope y'all do your thing. I don't think nobody else would rather see them in the playoff over a Notre Dame and a Texas. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I understand Notre Dame's frustration from that standpoint. But the rules are the rules, man. It's the top five conference champions guaranteed to get in. It says the ACC sucked so bad, Miami had to get in through the back door. They couldn't even get in through the front door, and we were and no way in hell you putting a damn 7-5 Duke team in there. So James Madison gets in there as well, man. So another thing I have an issue with is why in the hell is the Oregon James Madison game in prime time on that Saturday and A&M in Miami in the morning? Somebody help me understand that because that makes absolutely no sense to me. Alabama and Oklahoma Friday night. All right, cool. Bet that's what's up. But A&M in Miami in the morning, and then Ole Miss Tulane, and then prime time James Madison, Oregon. I mean, I get it. Respect to James Madison's a lot of national pub and a lot of respect for them. But in reality, like, who the hell want to see that? But if they don't play within 14 points this year, I'm speaking to James Madison and Tulane, unless you go to 16 teams, man. If it's 12 next year, don't add the group of five, bro. It is what it is. But yeah, man, that's the 12-team playoffs. Alabama is getting a rematch with Oklahoma. I'm gonna say this about Bama, man. Bama bought them some more damn time. It's ticking. I'm waiting to get that last lab. But I will say this: I think they actually for them, they actually on the good side of the bracket. I really wanted to see Alabama go play Texas A&M instead of Oklahoma. I wanted a second round matchup with Bama to be Ohio State instead of Indiana. Um, they on a favorable side, man. I will do a preview video when we get that week of the game or whatever. But just looking at it early on, Alabama got a shot to beat Oklahoma, man. Alabama has a shot to win that game. And then you talking about an Indiana team who's number one, coming off a bye. One thing we could say is Alabama would have more talent in that game. You know what I'm saying? Indiana is a better team and played better and all that, been consistent and all that. But Alabama would go into the game with more talent. I don't think we could deny that if they was to beat Oklahoma and match up with Indiana. And then you talking about Texas Tech, which I still want to see them. I don't really quite know about them enough yet. But they on the good side, man. I felt like Texas A&M got a tough draw. First of all, you got a very talented Miami team coming to College Station. Then if you win that, you got to play Ohio State. I wanted Texas A&M and Ohio State on the opposite sides of the bracket because I felt like they had a really good shot to meet for a national championship. But damn it, now it looked like there's gonna be a quarterfinal matchup if A&M win, man. But that bottom bracket is really tough when you're talking about A&M, Miami, Georgia. That's a tough bracket, man. The top half is to me, a little less challenging. Like I said, Bama, they got the best bracket. that they could possibly get if they actually want a shot to make a deep run in this thing. But nevertheless, man, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Like I said, a week of these games, I'll do a preview and prediction video. But excited to see the playoffs, man. And I'm just hoping Tulane and James Madison prove me wrong. At least make these damn games competitive, man. Or we gonna stop letting your ass in the club. We gonna start having the dress code and group of fives. You can't come in here. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm gonna have LSU, NCAA, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.